Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome to the Zen English Podcast. I'm so incredibly happy you've decided to join me today. Think of this as your personal English gym. We're not just going to learn words. We're going to build your muscle memory for speaking English confidently and naturally in all kinds of real-life situations. Today, we're building what I like to call your daily communication toolkit. We'll use storytelling, we'll practice phrases together, and we'll prepare you for everything from ordering a coffee to handling a professional conversation. So, grab a cup of tea, find a comfortable spot, and let's get started on this fantastic journey. 2 to 8 o'clock, Section 1. The Coffee Shop Conundrum and Everyday Requests. Begin with the storytelling tone. Let me tell you about my friend, Ollie. Ollie loves coffee, but he's also a vegetarian. One day, he was at a new coffee shop, and the menu was a little confusing. He felt a bit nervous to ask too many questions. So he just ordered the first thing he saw, and it turned out to have chicken in it. This happens to all of us, right? We hesitate because we're afraid of making a mistake. But the secret is to be clear, confident, and polite. Let's practice some focused phrases for making requests, not just at a coffee shop, but anywhere in your daily life. I'll say them, and I want you to repeat them after me, with confidence. Ready? Could you please tell me if this has any meat in it? I would like a large latte without milk, please. Could I have the veggie burger instead of the chicken one? Great job. Now let's practice how to clarify when you don't understand something. It's perfectly okay to ask for help. I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you say that again, please? Could you speak a little more slowly? In addition, could you please spell that out for me? Just to confirm, you said this is vegetarian, right? Section 2. The Art of Small Talk and Socializing. Now, let's move from the coffee shop to a social setting. Imagine you're at a party, a new class, or a networking event. It can be awkward to start a conversation with someone you don't know. My cousin, Sarah, used to get so nervous. She would just stand in the corner. But a good conversation is like a game of catch. You throw a question, and they throw an answer back. Here are some easy conversation starters to get the ball rolling. Hi, I'm your name. How do you know the host? This is a great party. What do you think of the music? It's been a crazy week. How has your week been so far? Now, let's talk about expressing your opinions politely, which is an important part of conversation. We will use some focused words to make sure you sound respectful. Absolutely. I totally agree with you on that. I see your point, but I'm not so sure I agree with the second part. On the one hand, that's a good point. On the other hand, I believe I hadn't thought about it that way before. Thanks for sharing. Remember, the goal isn't to win an argument. It's to connect with people. Section 3. Handling professional situations with confidence. Let's get a bit more professional. Imagine you're at work. You need to give feedback, or maybe you need to say no to a request. These situations can be tricky, but using the right words can make a huge difference. My friend, Daniel, was asked to work late on a project, but he already had a family plan. He felt he couldn't say no. He ended up saying yes, and his family was disappointed. Let's learn how to handle this gracefully using some fantastic constraint words. Thanks so much for the offer to work on that project. While I would love to help, I have a prior commitment. However, I can help you first thing in the morning. That's a great idea. Although it might be a bit challenging, I think we can make it work. I appreciate you sharing your thoughts. Even though I have a different opinion, I can see why you feel that way. These words, while, although, and even though, are your secret weapons for professional communication. They show that you're listening to the other person, but you still have your own thoughts and boundaries. Section 4. Active practice and role-playing. All right, it's time to put everything we've learned into action. I want you to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and imagine yourself in these scenarios. Don't just listen. Try to say the words out loud. Scenario 1. At a new cafe, you want to ask about a menu item. The barista is waiting. What do you say? My turn. You could say, "Excuse me, could you please tell me if this dish has any nuts in it?" Scenario 2. You're at a family gathering and someone asks what you do for a living. How do you respond and keep the conversation going? My turn. You could say, "I'm a designer. In addition, I also enjoy photography. What about you?" Scenario 3. Your boss asks you to take on a new project, but you're already very busy. How do you politely decline without sounding unhelpful? My turn. You could say, "I appreciate you thinking of me for this. However, my plate is a bit full at the moment. Can we talk about it next week?" Conclusion: attractive and professional ending. And that's a wrap for today's episode. I hope you found this daily communication toolkit incredibly helpful. Remember, every time you practice, you get a little bit better, a little bit more confident. Your English journey is all about progress, not perfection. If this video was helpful and you want more fun, focused lessons like this, then please subscribe to my channel, Zen English Podcast, right now. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss an episode. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining me today. Your dedication to learning English is truly inspiring. Speaking of inspiration, in our next video, we're going to dive into the fascinating world of English idioms and how to use them to sound like a native speaker. We'll uncover the secrets behind phrases like break a leg and hit the nail on the head. You won't want to miss it. Until next time, keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep learning with Zen English Podcast. Thank you for listening, and have a wonderful day.